Hispanic Heritage Month, as you know, is about 6 weeks away. And so this is the perfect time to really talk about this particular resource. So here are the top 5 ways to build awareness and engage your users. Submit it as a press release to your local community news outlets. Use Hispanic Heritage Month as the lead to either introduce or reintroduce this resource to your community. And I recommend even submitting it to local TV stations, even if they don't necessarily cover it like on the air. They're often looking for additional information for their social media feeds, for their community calendar events. So I recommend not only newspapers, but also submitting it to TV stations and radio stations as well. And you'll see, again, in the handout section, it has these five tips in there. You can download it. There's a sample press release in there. You just fill out the blanks that are specific to your institution or your library, and it's good to go. Additionally, these can really also be used as internal announcements. So we can, with a few tweaks, you can make it a great internal announcement to staff to remind them about the resource. Number 2, building up your web presence. This is the perfect time to feature Hispanic Life in America on your website's homepage. If you do something like a featured resource of the month, or did you know section, or what's new, or you're building a section for your Hispanic Heritage Month programming, add them to all of these areas. We have a graphic for you to use, product descriptions in both English and Spanish. We have here, as you can see on the screen, we have several examples from customers, including Michigan State University. They are listing us in their Ethnic Studies program section, Contra Costa in their newspaper section, and we have Durham County Library in their digital resources section. So the more places you can add it, the more likely it is that people can discover it. Number 3, all right, say it on social. We have ready-to-use social media posts and graphics to let people know about this resource, how to access it. Here you can see some examples from customers including Coronado Public Library, Georgetown University, and Nichols State University. They used our graphic and suggested text, but they really made it their own, adding some specific links within their website. They did some call outs and really made it their own. We welcome that creativity. Ooh, and extra tip here, add the hashtag Hispanic Heritage Month to your posts, and that will really increase your visibility in other feeds that are related to Hispanic Heritage Month. And these also double as really good e-newsletter additions. I call them like newsletter nuggets. So consider using them on both social media and if you do an e-newsletter. Number 4, video views. Video is the #1 way to engage. We have 2 brief videos on Hispanic Life in America. The first is an overview video, and the second shows you how to begin the searches and some of the more popular features within the product. They're both less than 2 minutes long, easy to use. You can download them, add links to your website near the product. You can add them to your YouTube channel, put them again in the newsletter, on your social media sites. Ooh, and if you are a customer of Niche Academy, we are there too. You can search for NewsBank or Hispanic Life in America in the marketplace, and you can find our videos there and also add them to your academy. Number 5, host a hands-on training. So as part of your Hispanic Heritage Month programs, consider adding a brief training session like we did today on getting to know Hispanic Life in America. You can invite people into the library, you can host it virtually, similar to what we're doing right now. Actually, some of our customers say that they ask their patrons or students to bring in their own device, and they will show them how to access the database through the library's website. And that really helps to engage people who are interested in accessing the resource while they're at home or remotely. And feel free to use Jim's wonderful demonstration in your presentation. If you're doing a training like that, we will send a recording to you tomorrow for everybody who registered, and pull from that if you have ideas, or again, take what the resources we have and make them your own and make them work for your audience and your consumers. Okay, so those are my top 5, but I do have a couple of quick bonus ideas. Number 1, so as part of your library's Hispanic Heritage Month programming or assignments or collections, perhaps you're hosting a film or a book author or an art exhibit. Pull some articles from Hispanic Life in America to help enhance that event. You can use it beforehand to give people context about the author or the artist, or you can give background or context of the time period that's being shared. Many customers tell us that their patrons really like that extra information to help put things in context and make it more relevant to them. And professors say that they really use the articles, again, to offer that context and a more well-rounded experience. So use our articles to help complement the programs that you're already doing. Number 2, utilize articles from the database to compare and contrast an issue over time. As Jim showed us, we have such rich historical information. Take an issue like immigration or border issues and pull from an article in the 1920s or 40s and show how it's depicted, what words were used, and compare it to today. People of all ages seem to really be fascinated with that historical context and how it really helps the past inform the present. And finally, create your own social media posts or newsletter nuggets. Look up significant events from your town's history or famous people, or even what's trending on TikTok. What do you think is going to resonate with your audience? Pull some articles to feature, share it, and then remind them that they can find more information like this in the Hispanic Life in America resource. Those are my top 5 with some bonus ideas. So again, these are all in the handout section. Take a look, please download them and make them your own. I'd love to actually hear back from you if you do use these, and if you have other ideas for engagement, please let me know. We're always looking for new strategies and ideas, and love to hear how our customers and patrons are using the product. So I would like to show you one more thing. Well, today these top 5 are really tailored for Hispanic Heritage Month. You can use these ideas really anytime. We have a resource center. We have them specifically for public libraries, academic libraries, community colleges, K-12 institutions. The Marketing Resource Center has all of this information and links here, and even more than I mentioned. We have bookmarks, particularly for some of our products, including Hispanic Life in America. We have search tips, so please utilize our marketing resource centers for ideas of how to get the word out and engage your community of users. On behalf of the NewsBank team, thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. Goodbye.